Hi there folks, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're back in Seiko land today. This isn't an unboxing. We've had this watch for a few weeks now, and this is actually one that my wife uses. And it is the Seiko SRPD-67K1 Seiko5 Sports. The purpose of putting it back in the box was just really to show you, kind of what you get. Because the Seiko5 Sport do have a specific box. So if you get one that turns up in the generic white box, it's you need to tell them no, it's the wrong one. So this is what they come in, and you get all the usual stuff in there. You'll get your warranty card will be in there, and your automatic watch instruction book. So we'll dispense with that, so we don't need that. And then you get this inner box, which is the one that is kind of specific to the Seiko5 Sports. So this is how it will arrive. You've got that kind of angled thing going on. It's a bit interesting. A nice piece of foam to protect it, and then the watch. As you can see, this is the one. It's another one of the kind of reimaginations, if you like, of the SKX. Obviously a very polarizing thing, but if you look at this watch as a watch in itself and don't compare it with the SKX, you'll be fine. We'll begin as always with some dimensions, and because it's a kind of a turtle case shape, it's a strange one to measure. But between this point and this point here, which I kind of looked at as being the widest points of the case, it's 42.5. And then if you measure between the crown and the 10 o'clock, that is 45.5 millimeters. We have a lug to lug of 46 millimeters and a thickness of 13 millimeters. We have a lug width of 22. So, obviously it's going to take plenty of straps, 22 mil straps. Silicone, you can put the Seiko divers things on. I've got another one of these which I put a Jubilee on. We'll get to that in a little while. The overall weight of this, it's on a Milanese style strap, so there's no links to come out of it. This weighs in at 138 grams. We'll move in on the dial and we'll have a closer look at that. And as you can see, this has got kind of a Fumé effect. Bright in the middle, moving out to kind of a smoky effect on the outside in this kind of sandy colour, which is I think pretty striking. Quite like that. And yeah, Seiko are fantastic at dials, as we know, and this one is no exception. All those applied indices, which are, they've got that, they're all in steel. You've got your day date window at the 3 o'clock position with no indice there, and then circles, and then these elliptical ones at the 6 and the 9. The minute track is on the rehort around the outside there. You've got your Seiko logo, which is applied at the 12 o'clock position, and then obviously the new Seiko5 logo just below that, and then automatic just above the 6 o'clock. The glass on this, it's a Hardlex crystal, as most Seikos actually are. They don't very often use anything any different. The bezel on this is a 120 click unidirectional dive time bezel, and I'll be quiet and you can have a listen. Now this is one of the nicest Seiko bezels that I've come across, and look, it lines up, and the chapter ring appears to be spot on as well. So well done, Seiko. Well done. This one's pretty cool. Now, going back to this bezel, there is a massive difference between the bezel on this and the other version of the Seiko5 Sports that I've got, and I don't understand how they can be basically the same watch but so different. So I'll turn this one again. I'll bring the other one into shot and I'll turn that and see if you can hear the difference for yourself. So here we go. Okay, so that is the one we're talking about. This is one that I've had for a while. I can't tell you the reference number off the top of my head, but I'll be quiet and turn the bezel. I don't even know if it's coming through, but this is actually quite tight, quite spongy, and this one has a bit of back play, which helps you to get it lined up because it doesn't line up perfectly. So yeah, two watches which are both Seiko5 Sports with completely different bezel actions. Don't kind of really understand that, but there we go. The crown is not a screw down crown. It's got some decent knurling on there. It's the 4R36 movement inside this, so usual 21,600 vibrations per hour, plus or minus 20 seconds a day. In reality, we all know that you will get much better than that, timekeeping wise. But as I said, no screw down crown, but we do have hand winding, and because of the way the crown guards are on this and the way that crown is set, it's actually not the easiest one to kind of turn. So I've found that I just kind of use my thumb and wind it like that. When you pull the crown out, it's a bit difficult to get your fingers pull it out to the first position. We're okay, this is PM, so nobody roast me for doing it at 2 AM because it's PM. And then you can turn the crown forwards, and you change the day, which you've got French or English, and then turn it towards you, and you will change the date. I better put that back again because this is my wife's watch and she's actually wearing it today, so I'll get told off if I don't set it right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it at 12 because we'll do the turning to midnight thing. Okay, so we pull it out again. You've got your hacking, and we'll go through to midnight and we'll see where the day and the date change over. And where are we? There we go. We are beginning to turn on the date. And here we go. Around about quarter to midnight for the date. And keep going. And there we go. 3 AM for the day. I'm going to have to reset this again anyway, so we'll just move that round to a kind of a there-ish. There we go. The grip on the bezel is great. Like I said, this one is a lot nicer compared to the other one that I've got. If we look at the case, everything is high polished. You got a little bit of kind of brushing on the top of the lugs there, as you see there, radial brushing. And then moving on to the strap, it's got this Milanese strap, which is actually quite nice. It's around about 3mm thick, so it's fairly substantial, and to adjust it is quite simple. You just pop this catch up, slide it to where you want it, pop the catch back down again, and to do the clasp up, you've got that hook there which just goes over. You know how difficult this is doing this through a camera lens? It's almost impossible. And that slots in there, and then you clamp it down and you've got your engraved Seiko clasp. The case back of this is exhibition case back, as we said, 24 jewels, 4R36 movement in there. You can see it beating away quite happily to itself. Water resistant of 10 bar, stainless steel. You've got your 4R36, which is your movement, and your 07G0, which is your case shape. And that's how the Seiko references work. Now the loom on this is going to be, it's a Seiko, so it's going to be really good. So where's my thing here? We'll charge that up, and we'll give that. We'll turn the lights off, and we'll let you have a look at that. And it's the Seiko Lumibrite. So here we go. And on this one, you get that blue loom, which is their new compound, as opposed to a lot of the other Seiko 5s, which have got the green. And this is actually, compared to the green one, once it's in kind of real life situations at night, this one is actually brighter and lasts, I would say, it's more visible for longer than the other Seiko 5 Sports. And there isn't a great deal of difference in age between them. Like I said, this one's just a few weeks old, but the actual date of manufacture, they're about a year apart. But yeah, I mean, it's price-wise, the full retail on these is 330 GBP, and in reality you're going to be able to pick them up for between kind of 220 to 250. Most places have got sales on. You know, it's quite easy to pick them up on a deal, and the Seiko5 Sports range, as I'm sure you're all aware, is pretty big. There's so many different colorways it'd be impossible to go through them all, but I'll just do a quick side by side. There's another one. It's the green dial with the gold or the kind of gilt style around the outside of the indices. And as you can see, yep, they are identical other than the colorway. But yeah, there we go. That is the Seiko SRPD-67K1 Seiko5 Sports. Do I recommend this watch? Absolutely. It's a great daily wear. If you're just getting into watches and you're kind of, you know, you're interested to have a look at automatics, this is certainly something that I would look at. It's I think, you know, they offer great value for money, and it is going to last you for years. I mean, the movements in these are pretty bulletproof and tried and tested. So yes, definitely, yeah, if you like these, and I'm sure you'll find a colorway to suit you, go grab one. If you like this video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. It's the best way you can support the channel, costs absolutely nothing. So yeah, just hit the thumb up. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell if you do subscribe, so you get notified when I upload any more content. But that's it for now. Thank you to my wife, I should say that, shouldn't I, for letting me review her watch. And I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers for now.